Hi everyone, I'm Haocong, a PhD student from the Nanyang Technological University. First, I will provide a summary for our CVPR accepted paper, TranSG. Person re-identification by 3D skeleton is an emerging topic with prominent advantages. Existing methods usually design skeleton descriptor with low body joints or perform skeleton sequence representation learning. However, they typically cannot concurrently model different body component relations and rarely explore useful schematics from fine-grained representations of body joints. In this paper, we propose a generate transformer-based skeleton graph prototype constructive learning with structure trajectory prompted reconstruction to fully capture skeletal relation and variable spatial temporal semantics from skeleton graph for person ready. Now we provide more detail for our methods and paper. Skeleton-based person re-identification is a task to retrieve and match individual by skeleton data. Basically, the skeleton data can be captured by the depth sensors, such as KNet, or be estimated by the post-dimension model. Each skeleton typically contains 20 or 25 3D coordinate key body joints. So in this task, when given a skeleton representation from the problem set, the target of the model is to retrieve and match the most similar representation with the same identity from the gallery set. So this can also be viewed as the retrieval and matching problem. Existing methods, handcrafting methods, they typically manually extract skeleton descriptor in terms of gate geometric attributes for human recognition. The sequence learning methods, they use long short-term memory and its variant to encode raw skeleton sequences. However, these methods are faced with many challenges. For example, they require extensive domain knowledge, and they also rarely explore body relation within skeletons. Another kind of methods, graph learning methods, they perform multi-stage non-parallel relation modeling. For example, some existing work, they perform the collaborative relation learning conditioned on the structural relation learning. This kind of method cannot simultaneously mine different relations, and they only adopt the average sequence features without exploring fine-grained features. To address these challenges, we propose TranSG, a general skeleton graph modeling and contrasting paradigm. It consists of 3 key elements corresponding to the relation learning, constructive learning, and the prompted reconstruction as shown in the figure. The skeleton graph transformer aims to perform the full relation learning of body joints, and the graph prototype constructive learning to exploit representative skeleton graph features, and the structure trajectory prompted reconstruction to capture richer features and semantics. Specifically, on the skeleton graph transformer, we first model skeleton as graph, and body joints as the graph nodes. Then we perform the graph positional encoding. In our work, we use the graph Laplacian metric to have encoded unique positional information of body joints. And finally, we generalize the set attention in transformer to full relation learning of the body joints, so as to simultaneously capture structural and actional relation of all joints. We leverage multiple full relation heads to jointly attend to the no relation from different future subspaces. The second component, graph prototype constructive learning. We adopt the graph feature central of each identity as a prototype, so as to generate more reliable and more representative class-related feature compared with the declared unsupervised clustering. And we combine sequence level and skeleton level graph constructive learning. It can be viewed as a generalized skeleton prototype constructive learning, which combines joint level relation learning, skeleton level, and sequence level graph learning to learn richer graph semantics. The last component, we graph structure trajectory prompted reconstruction. We randomly master partial graph structure and partial node trajectory to reconstruct and invert joint position and the graph dynamic, so as to learn useful spatial skeleton semantics such as structural correlation and unique temporal patterns such as local motion continuity. This is the overview of our model. We designed SGT, GPC, and STPR to perform the skeleton graph modeling, relation learning, and the graph semantic learning. Our model is highly effective, scalable, and interpretable. we theoretically prove the effectiveness of our methods by modeling it as the exploitation maximization EM algorithm. Our model can be applied to the RGB arithmetic scatters, different scale scatter data, and also unsupervised scenarios. We vary our approach on 5 benchmark datasets and adopt the rank 1, rank 5, rank 10 accuracy and MAP to test the overall performance. As shown in the table, our model can not only outperform existing state-of-the-art handcrafting methods, but also the sequence level, sequence learning, and the graph learning models on different benchmark datasets. We also verify the effectiveness of each component in our model. We visualize the scatter feature learned from our model, and the results show that our approach can learn higher in the class separation with lower entropy compared with other methods. When applying our model to the RGB scenario with estimated scatters, different level scatter data, and unlabeled scatters, our model can also achieve highly competitive performance on these scenarios. We also saw the effect of different hyperparameters, including the mass numbers. The results show that some hyperparameters such as the fusion coefficient can be further adjusted according to the property of the different dataset to further improve the person-ready performance. Conclusion: we devised SGT to fully capture scatter relation. We propose graph prototype contrastive learning GPC to contrast and learn representative graph features. We designed STPR to encourage the model to capture richer graph features. And our model TranSG can also be applied to more pattern recognition tasks, such as 3D action recognition. That's all of my presentation. Thanks for listening.